Hey, what's going on, everybody? So I went to the flea market, and this guy had a lot of old Thors, and I don't really know much about Thor, you know. And I mean, they're all 12 sensors. That's what the guy told me. And every time you're at the flea market, when you hear 12 sensor, that means the guy wants a lot of money, right? So he wanted like $8 a piece for these. And like I said, I don't really know too much about Thor. So yesterday, I went ahead and just picked up this cool one, which was issue 112, because it was Thor versus Hulk. And I didn't know it was worth anything. I mean, I thought it was cool just because it was the Hulk and Thor fighting each other. You can't go wrong with that, right? So I decided to pick it up, and there was like 30-something books, and I said, you know what, I'll just get this one. I don't really need the other ones. He wanted 8. I talked him down to 5 because the condition is extremely bad. But yeah, and then as soon as I got home, I found out, you know what, man, I should have bought all those, and I was thinking about it, and so let's get into it. This is what I got at the flea market. I'll set that to the side. 35 of them approximately. I don't remember exactly. Journey into the Mystery, issue 111. Extremely old. Again, very bad condition. This cover is almost completely off. Right here it's still on, but it's almost completely off. This is before Thor actually got his own series. So he was part of the Journey into Mystery, which is neat. I actually read up about that. Issue 112, we just talked about Thor versus Hulk. Issue 113, as you'll see, they're all in order, man. I think I'm missing 1 or 2, but pretty much got everything, which is awesome. So are they really worth much? Probably not, but I mean, just really cool to read it, you know. Look at this. Again, the condition. Not all of them are terrible, but most of them are in pretty bad shape. Issue 114. You know, pretty cool cover. I really like it. Like I said, I don't really know much about what was going on at this time. Journey into the Mystery, but it's pretty neat either way. Issue 115. And I think this one, from what I read, was worth a little bit more than the others. But there's some tape on here. Like, I don't know why, or whoever did that, but you know, what can you do, man? Look at the tape right there. And the guy wanted $5 each. And I said, you know what, I'm just not willing to pay that. He wanted $175 for 35 books. And look at this cover. Right here it's attached. Issue 116. And I said, man, I'm really not trying to spend that. And he said, well, what are you trying to spend? I said, I'll give you 125. That's $3.50 per issue. So you really can't beat that, man. And again, I paid $5 for the Hulk the day before. So issue 117, great cover, man. Really, really cool. And God, they're all in order. You really can't beat that, man. Issue 118. I believe this is the first appearance of the Destroyer. Again, just in extremely poor condition. But hey, it's cool, man. It's a cool read. For $3.50, you know, you can buy a new modern comic for that. Issue 119. This is neat. You got Zeus on there, Loki, the Destroyer, Thor. Again, he didn't have his own series at this time. And they're just testing him out to see if he was going to be a success. Issue 120. Very cool. I mean, it's just so awesome that they're all together, man. You know, like any comic collector can really appreciate a whole series. Issue 121. Look at that, man. Where mortals fear to tread. That's cool, man. Zeus up there. That's just so awesome. Hopefully it's Zeus. I don't know much about Thor, but 123. Again, they're just all in order, man. It's so perfectly put. 124, enter Hercules. This is where he starts getting a little bit more popular. And issue 125, if I'm not mistaken, this is the final Thor before he actually got his own series, where he was getting a lot more popular. As you can see, again, Journey into the Mystery, 125. And first issue that Thor gets his own series, issue 126. I mean, I got it for $3.50. Now, this, unfortunately, is in awful condition. Look at that. There's the cover. Here's the middle. And here is the end. Oh, a piece just fell off. That is such a shame, man, because, the first ever Thor miniseries, or not miniseries, series starting, man, and it's in that awful condition. And again, in order, issue 127. This is actually where the comics got a little bit better shape, man. I'm thinking This is probably like a 5.0 at least for issue 127, and well, it's getting worse again. 128 says God of Thunder, Son of Zeus, the power of Pluto. Really neat. Issue 129, Verdict of Zeus, getting in much better condition again. I'd say probably like a 5.0. It could be a little better, but I like to always go down. That way if I'm incorrect, it's better. Issue 130, Thunder in the World, or in the Netherworld, again, much better condition. Issue 131, I like that. That's really cool, man. In the 60s, that would have been awesome. All futuristic and stuff. Can't really tell the condition on that one. Probably a little worse, but they are getting better as they get into the regular Thor. Issue 132. 133, Living Planet. Look at the cloud. Look at the detail on that, man. That's awesome. I can only imagine in 1966 or 67, when most of these were from, like, how cool that would have been to see something like that. Got like little aliens and stuff at the bottom. Oh man, it's exciting for me because I'm really into older comics. Still like newer, but mostly older. 134, man. I mean, we're just pretty much in order. And we haven't, well, we might have missed one. I didn't really pay attention to that. 135, condition, not very good. But other than that, I mean, I would imagine that makes it like a poor grade just off the bat. But other than that, it looks pretty good. Oh, never mind. Back's pretty stained. All these are pretty stained. Most of them anyways. 136, featuring Uncanny and Unknown. 137, Ulick. Never read that. Don't know much about him. 138, it looks super faded, unless that's how it's supposed to look. Not really sure, because the red is very good here, and the greens and the blues are good. It's just Thor himself. The color's not good, so I'm not sure if that's how it's supposed to be or what. 138. 139, To Die Like a God. It's cheesy, but it's neat, and I appreciate it. For $3.50, man, you just can't beat that. 140, again, we're just in order, back to back to back. Where do you find that at, man? Where do you find so many in a row? What is it, the Sentinel? That's awesome. For X-Men, from X-Men. Correct me if I'm wrong. 141, again, just right next to each other. Who is Reptilius? That's a cool cover. Look at that. Kind of like a hobgoblin, kind of. 142, it mentions the Fantastic Four. Does it have anything to do with Fantastic Four? I couldn't tell you. Again, I haven't read them yet. Condition, a lot better, but chips at the top, which take it down tremendously. 143, that is really cool, man. You got these dudes flying out the sky. Looks like all types of heroes are in here. The evil enchanters. And extremely awesome, all together. And 144 for Asgard, this battleground Earth. Oh, I really like that, man. It's like a nerdy looking Kane futuristic thing, 60s. It's reading 60s, but look at Thor, man. He's swinging that hammer. He's about to hit you right in your face. That's great, man. 145. A bandit on Earth. I mean, Thor apparently took off his costume and looks like he's on planet Earth. So, or maybe he's been on Earth, and I don't really know. I haven't read it. 147, The Wrath of Odin. That's great, man. Look at that. I'm ashamed to say I don't know who's fighting. So that's what I found, and also it came with two more, which probably don't really mean anything. I actually told the guy I didn't want these, but he gave them to me for free just because. God, this cover is so bad. I mean, I'm assuming it's just like this one. It says not Brand Ek. Like a comedy thing that they were doing back in the day. It's super old as well. It's pretty cool, though. This one's pretty cool. Can't really tell what's going on there. But you got the Thor hopping off, or Thor hopping off Captain America, and kind of like the Hulk leapfrogging. I'm not really sure exactly what's going on there, but it's pretty neat. And so all in all, I paid $125. They were $3.50 each, and the Hulk 112 that I purchased by itself, I paid $5 because, again, I did not know if I was going to purchase more than one. And apparently that's a really, really cool issue right there, man. And I believe it has the origin or some origins of Loki as well. So that's really neat, man. So how do you think I did for a flea market? Did I pay too much? Did I get a steal? I feel like, you know what, man, maybe I can't resell these. But for 125 bucks in order, you can't beat that, man. Reader copies, you really can't beat that. So what did you think? Make sure to subscribe to me. I am a new YouTube channel, and I'm just going to keep making videos. So make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Take care.